Happy Monday. We are joined this morning by Madame Na. We got a good purr going on there. So I'm going to use the Everyday Tarot this morning, another poker-sized deck. Quite a popular deck when it came out. It retails for about $11. Great deck. Highly recommend it for anyone who's just starting out in tarot and maybe isn't resonating, isn't into the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, which has come under some scrutiny recently in tarot circles. It's still quite loved. It ascribes to the universal tarot system. But for people like me, I actually have issues with it. What can I say? I just do. I just found after a very brief period, when I started studying, it read oddly for me. I needed decks with more expressivity somehow, sometimes less expressivity. I have a number of Pips decks that are kind of cool. Geometrics, shapes, and stuff. Well, pull those out. But let's see what if we can get any orientation this morning. Wow, lots of 10s this morning. We have 3 of the 4 10s so far, which shows that cycles are closing out. That is, I think, something we want to hear, isn't it? What you doing, Boo? Tell me about this Nine of Swords. What are we worried about here? Okay. So, what I have pulled for us is sorry. I want to make sure that I'm seeing this whole picture here. One more. Sometimes it goes that way. Okay. Yeah. Good. Okay, I had it right. Just needed to double check that. So we are moving from this position of strength, perhaps stubbornness, up to the Two of Cups. And I'm going to actually say that this isn't stubbornness I'm going to say it's actually courage, and what's the word? Perseverance. That is confirmed by the Ten of Wands, which is putting down our burdens. Two of Swords, which is coming to the crossroads and confirms the Two of Cups. A lot of cards out on the floor this morning. Before I get to, well, no, let's start here. Our method, interestingly, is Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords is really the end of the end. It doesn't get worse than this, right? And I think we've had the Ten of Swords before, just on the other side of the column. But that's it. It's the end of the cycle. Definitely the end of the cycle. Now, it can mean burying the hatchet. So if there's been some stubbornness, or anger, perhaps, or withholding. In fact, that is a really terrific way to look at this, is strength can be about withholding, holding back on things that maybe you should be bringing forward to offer. And Ten of Swords, burying the hatchet. No more of that. No more being withheld from, withholding. And to clarify and expand on that, we have the Ten of Cups, which is total emotional fulfillment. The Three of Cups, which is the Three of Pentacles, which is mastery, collaboration, working together, and the Nine of Cups, which is often seen as the wish fulfillment card, but it is also abundance. It can be negatively, it can be selfishness and greed, but I will say that with the Three of Pentacles, we're really talking about sharing the fruits of our mutual labor, or reaping the benefits of our mutual labor. Underneath, we have the Nine of Swords, which is anxiety, overthinking, being sick to death of something. It can be really difficult situations to deal with, to process mentally. And Wheel of Fortune, which says that's on its way out. But also it says that, perhaps this anxiety is like not knowing where all of this is headed. So it's a very interesting reading, because it looks to me like there is, one way or the other, it says be prepared for a big shift, a really good shift. I'm not predicting any change, because I don't like to predict, but there is definitely a shift in energy, and whatever the case, we are shifting in energy. It might be that we've just settled into our sequestered routines, and we're understanding now more about how to come together in the current circumstances. But definitely I like this, making new offers, coming together, feeling together, feeling like we're really in a space of unity. And remember, these aren't action cards. These are what we want to shift from, being stable on your own to sharing your stability, right? And our method of doing that, again, is really getting into our big feels here, feeling that total joy of working together and sharing our abundance. I think that what I'm getting with this Ten of Swords is, yes, it's the end of the cycle, but it's an end of a cycle of acceptance. Putting down the burden of being betwixt and between the crossroads. So it's kind of like we've settled into this. We know how to do this, and now that we know how to do it, we can do it even better. I'm going to leave it at that. I'll see you tonight, and look for Sunday night movies with me, where I will be sharing multimedia pieces that I have created over the years. Looking forward to it. Take care.